I know we'd all like to stop talking about it, but the fact remains, and got a good article out of this newspaper that said the whole thing could have been handled by the loading dock of the Grand Union at 9 a.m. in the morning. It's just showing this as much more evidence. The whole thing was botched from the beginning. I don't know why we would pay $100,000 a year to a man that can't handle this sort of thing. Everybody knows they're wonderful police. Yes, I don't want to put anybody out of a job. My goal is consolidation more than anything. I have a log here I took for a week. Every time I went to town, and I'll tell you what started it, was seeing a state police SUV and a town of Coeymans SUV parked on Old Ravenna Road chit-chatting at Tinkle's old barn. I went to Cooksaki, had lunch, came back, and they're still sitting there. Those are both $70,000 vehicles, outfitted. What are we doing? We're paying for state police, sheriffs, and town police to smother us. You talk about, there was a woman that said, oh, the people want this when they move to the town. What they don't want is high taxes, and they don't want to feel like you're a caged, a hunted animal. And that's what it feels like. So that's my point. Let's really consider doing something intelligent here and moving this Coeymans Police program right into the Albany County Sheriff's. We've got the canine dog on my road 3 times a week. Warrant 43, I'm saying. I don't know why he's down here so often, out of the whole county. I know a lot of these people are former Coeymans officers. We're just a stepping stone. I'm really tired of it. Paying a lot of money in taxes for this, and for what? They drive around circles, they make faces at you. We had nothing but intimidation here last week. I don't want to keep harping on this $10,000 I pay in town and county taxes every year, but I pay a part of everybody's salary here. So when people want to roll their eyes and make, oh, there's the idiot again, you're right. The idiot that keeps paying these taxes for what? Everybody here, the first thing we do is take an oath to serve the people. So we're not getting that out of our police. I'd like you to help us out, make a brave step forward with whatever money we could save. Sure, we could have paved trails, we could have a recycling center. We could do a lot of things. Thank you.
Would anybody else like to public comment?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Kimberly Hostler of Athens, New York, and I would just like to say on behalf of the Raccoon that animal cruelty and violence against other beings is hugely related. And I would like that this death of the raccoon not be in vain, because you can easily judge the character of a man by the way he treats beings who can do nothing for him. And the way we treat the most vulnerable in our society is an indicative of how we're going to treat each other. And if we're going to be kind to each other, we need to start at the bottom up. So let's work and make this not happen again, please.
Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Blake Odell, and I am here today to express my thoughts on the raccoon situation in March.
And you're from where, ma'am?
Delmar.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It cannot be swept under the rug. First, I would like to remind everybody the role of an officer. It is to protect and serve our community, and animals are a part of our community. They are role models to our children, and this incident was anything but role model material. Running a diseased animal over and over again, spreading illness while people watching is absolutely sickening to our community. I've done some research, and the annual average for an animal control officer is around $32,000 a year, which is what I make working for stewards. Why is this not in the budget? To ensure proper safety of the animals in our community. Secondly, the weapon couldn't be discharged. I have personally seen a police officer shoot an animal 3 feet away from my car in Delmar, so that is not an excuse. If I, being an average-sized woman, have a clean 25-yard shot using a pistol, and your police officers can't take down a 23-pound animal, they shouldn't have a badge. So please help us seek local community control options for this so this never happens again, because God is watching and no life is more important than the next. Where is the humanity for our community, and where is the justice for our community? Thank you.
Good.
My name is Kathleen Ward, and I'm from Cambridge, New York, long ways away. I'd like to thank you for allowing me this opportunity. We've all heard out of the mouth of babes. My 10-year-old great-granddaughter, who calls me Gigi, and her friends spent spring break with me. By the way, she wrote this for me so that I could present it for her tonight. Spring break with me. As we are driving, she asks me how I feel about the raccoon that the police so disrespectfully killed with their cars, like it was a game. They want us to respect them and depend on them and help them. And when we need help, we're supposed to, they're supposed to keep us safe. How can we respect them or look up to them as a good example of how we should treat others and innocent animals if they endanger people and play games in parking lots of public places and kill a scared animal that doesn't know what to do? In school, they told us that people that hurt and kill animals when they are young grow up to do bad things to people and helpless animals. I don't know, Gigi. I'm very confused. Everyone wants the police that did this to lose their jobs and stuff, when I think if we could just teach them to not be afraid of animals and not to kill them like a game, but to have a place they can call for help so that they can be caught and taken to a vet. Because there are vets and people that will help catch and rescue and do the right thing for them. I just think if the police and people in general were educated, there would be less of all this killing of people and animals. Don't they know we will always know what they do? Social media, almost everyone has a cell phone and can record everything. They can't get away with anything today. They should have come out and said they were sorry and should have done it different, and will look to do it the best way for an animal and the people and their safety in the future. I know, Gigi, we can get the information to their boss and to the people in charge at the town, and they can have a class and give them information, who to call. I can help. You know me and Mom, rescue people. We're rescue people. We can give them the information needed, then that will let people know where to call when they need help. I'm going to get started and make this my project. And then she wanted me to say that that's why I came here tonight, to ask that we educate and give the members of law enforcement help as to where to call and start showing our young people law enforcement can be looked up to and earn the respect of the young people in general moving forward. Again, out of the mouth of babes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Is there anybody else who'd like to make a public comment?
My name is Jasmine Diudo, and I'm from Troy, New York. The reality is, this county's double standards will continue. There is one standard for law enforcement personnel and another standard for you and I. We all know what the outcome would have been if it were you or I torturing an innocent animal for 15 minutes straight, rabid or not. I would absolutely guarantee it would be considered a malice act. We have well over 95,000 signatures on our petition calling for disciplinary action or termination of these officers involved in this malice act. Over 12,000 signatures alone are from New York State residents. When the local people of Coeymans complain, they get nothing from your police force except harassment. It is really clear you do not care what your local residents or the public has to say about this barbaric act. Your department has yet to release the names of these officers or a copy of the rabies report. Why is this? In 2016, 2 officers from Rensselaer, New York ran down a woodchuck while driving a golf cart. Not only were they suspended without pay, they also let the public know the names of these officers. We, the public, have a right to know the names of these people. I will certainly tell you, if I had to call the police and lived in Coeymans, and if one of those officers were on call, I would not feel comfortable with them in my home near my children, especially not near my animals. I will end the statement with this. How you treat animals is how you treat human beings. This was absolutely a malice act covered up by the police department. Shame on the department, shame on the DEC, and shame on the Albany DA. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alicia Yodas, and I am from Albany, New York. I just have a rather short statement that I would like to make. I know all of you have seen the video of exactly what happened to this raccoon that we are all talking about, and clearly we're all still here. We need justice, and we demand justice as well. It's not okay. We literally watched a raccoon be used as a soccer ball, rabid or not. I'll play piggyback to what the previous person just said. We have no proof that this creature was rabid, regardless if it was. Piggybacking off of what somebody already previously said, you can shoot any innocent person. I've seen it happen before, whether it was this district or not, but an animal, because there's people around. But according to the one major witness in this, they were forced to stay in their car. So please tell me, what were you aiming at? What was going to happen? We need justice. It's not okay.
Is there anybody else who would like to make a comment?
I'm not under this.
Hi, my name is Nancy Warner. I live in Ravenna. One short statement. I'm not going to say whether I agree or disagree with what happened in this incident because I wasn't there. That's my only statement. Until any of us in this room, have been put in that circumstance and have had to decide what to do, I think we all need to take a step back and not judge. Right or wrong, I don't know. I wasn't there. But I'm saying, until we're put in those shoes, we need to refrain from judging what should or should not have happened and what should happen to those officers.
Thank you, Mrs. Warner. Is there anybody else who hasn't spoken who would like to speak? That being the case, we're going to move on. Approval of the minutes and the meetings.